So, today we are going to discuss about NCERT question number 11 of chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes. That is a conversion based question where one compound is to be converted to the other. For doing this question, the first thing which we require, we should be ready with the equations. We should know all the reactions in the chapter. Like if we talk about the reactions which you should know about is like we have haloalkanes. How can we convert the nucleophilic substitution reaction we should know about, that is NaOC2H5. We can get C2H5OR. Then the other reaction KCN, RCN, which upon complete hydrolysis gives RCOOH. On partial hydrolysis will be giving amide. Then on reduction will be giving primary amine. If we do reaction of alkyl halide, and this particular reaction is used for increasing the number of carbon atom by 1, we can well observe that here the number of carbon atom is increased by 1. Now the other thing which we require is the other reaction, that is we can do it the reaction with AgCN. We will get RNC isocyanide, which upon reduction gives secondary amine, RNHCH3. We can do its reaction with KNO2, will get RONO. We can do its reaction with AgNO2, will get RNO2 nitroalkane. We can do reaction of alkyl halides with silver salt of carboxylic acid. We will get esters, RCOOR-. We can do reaction with ammonia. We will get primary amine or secondary amine and something like this, that is RNH2. Further on reaction with RX, secondary amine R2NH. Further on reaction, that is tertiary amine, etc. Then we can do reaction with sodium acetylide, that is NaC triple bond CH. We will get RC triple bond CH. So whenever we are supposed to increase the carbon atoms by 2 with a triple bond at the terminal position, we can always think about this option. We can do the reaction with aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH. We will get ROH here. So that is how various reactions of alkyl halides we should know. This is nucleophilic substitution. Apart from this, the other reaction is RX on reaction with magnesium in presence of dry ether will be giving Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent on reaction with moisture will be giving corresponding alkane. The other reaction which we should be aware about, that RX on reaction with sodium metal in presence of dry ether will be giving RR, the alkane in which the number of carbon atoms are doubled. This is Wood's reaction. We should know about the elimination reaction also, like CH3CH2Br. If we do its reaction with alcoholic KOH, we will get CH2 double bond CH2. Beta elimination, or say we have CH3CHBr, CH2CH3. If we do its reaction with alcoholic KOH, there are two possibilities of getting the product. Two possibilities. One is that H from here, Br from here. The product obtained will be CH3CH double bond CH3. The other possibility is that H goes from this beta carbon and Br from here. Then we will get this as a product, CH2 double bond CH3. So but2-ene or but1-ene, this will be the major product according to Sager's rule. The next which we should know about, the methods of preparation of alkyl halides. We can prepare them from alcohol, like alcohol on reacting with Lucas reagent will be giving alkyl halides. If we do its reaction with PCl3 or PCl5 or maybe PBr3 etc., then we will get the corresponding halide. If we do its reaction with SOCl2, we will get the halide, that is this. If we do its reaction with PBr3 etc., we will get C2H5Br and so on. So that is how this is method of preparation. We can get it like this also, like CH4. We do its halogenation in presence of sunlight. We will get the corresponding alkyl halide. So that is how all these methods of preparation we should be aware about. Then if we talk about the aryl halides, we should know the methods of preparation like benzene. If we do its halogenation in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 and dark, we will be getting chlorobenzene. Another method of preparation is we are taking benzene diazonium chloride. We are doing its reaction with Cu2Cl2 in presence of HCl. The compound will be chlorobenzene. We do its reaction with Cu2Br2 in presence of HBr. We'll get bromobenzene, like this. So all these reactions we should know. Apart from this, we should know about the Fittig reaction. What is Fittig reaction? We have some aryl halide and we are doing its reaction with sodium metal in presence of dry ether. We will be getting the compound like this. So this is what this is Fittig reaction. Then we should know about the nucleophilic substitution in aryl halides also. So all these reactions are important to know before we start discussing the question number 11. Okay, now let's start with question number 11. What are the parts in question number 11? First part I am starting with, that is ethanol to but1-ine. Please mind it, whenever we are supposed to do any conversion, the first step is write the formula of the reactant and the product. Like we have ethanol, that is C2H5OH, and this C2H5OH we are supposed to convert to but1-ine, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And 1-ine means this. Now you can complete the formula, this. So we are supposed to convert ethanol to but1-ine. How should we do it? Here you should observe, if we compare the formula of the reactant and the product is having 2 carbons extra with a triple bond at terminal position. We have already discussed that whenever we are supposed to increase the number of carbon atoms by 2 with a triple bond at terminal position, we can always think about this reaction. But this reaction will take place with alkyl halide. So what should be our first step? Our first step should be, first convert this alcohol into alkyl halide, that is C2H5OH. We'll do its reaction with maybe SOCl2. We will get C2H5Cl, and now you do its reaction with CH triple bond CNA. It will undergo nucleophilic substitution. Here it is negative, positive. Here, so this nucleophile will be substituting this nucleophile, and that's how we will be getting C2H5 C triple bond CH. This is but1-ine. Part 1 of question 11. Now number 2 is ethane to bromoethene. Ethane to bromoethene. How can we do it? Again, write the formula. CH3 should be converted to bromoethene, that is CH2 double bond CHBr, bromoethene. This is what we need to do. Here if you compare, what is the difference between the two? CH3 single bond hai. Here we have a double bond. Double bond means it is somewhere undergoing elimination. Single bond converted to double bond means elimination हुआ है कहीं ना कहीं, right? Number of carbon atoms are same, as well as we have Br also. So now how to do it? What can we do? Elimination हुआ है तो elimination करने के लिए हमें halogen लाना पड़ेगा. Halogen के लिए हमें we cannot bring halogen in this. Okay, we can bring halogen in this. We can do its halogenation. So what should be our first step is, that is CH3. If we do its halogenation, say we are doing its reaction with bromine in presence of sunlight, we will be getting bromoethane, right? So we got bromoethane. Now if we do its elimination with alcoholic KOH, we will be getting CH2 double bond CH2. Now अगर ब्रोमोइथेन बनाना होता है in place of ethene, if we are supposed to prepare bromoethane, then we can simply add HBr. That would have been so easy, but it's bromoethene. So how to do it? We have to add Br2 to it. Then it will be CH2Br, 1,2-dibromoethane. Now you do its reaction with alcoholic KOH twice. 1 HBr, second time again HBr. So we will be left with CH triple bond CH. Now you add HBr to it. It will be CH2 H on one side, Br on the other side. So it will become CH2 triple bond converted to double bond, and we'll be getting bromoethane. So number 2 is done. Moving to the next. Propene to 1-nitropropane. Propene CH3CH double bond CH2 to 1-nitropropane. So here we should understand that double bond converted to single bond and Br is introduced. It means somewhere addition has to be done. If we add HBr directly to it, nitropropane. It should be nitropropane. Should be nitropropane. So if we do direct addition of HNO2 and all, that is not possible. And if we do addition of HBr and then we do its reaction, then too it is not easy. Why not? Because HBr addition, it will be leading to the to bromopropane. So we should add HBr, no doubt, but in presence of peroxide, so that we can get Br at number 1 position. That is why, right? So what should we do? We should do the reaction of propene, that is CH3CH double bond CH2, add HBr in presence of peroxide. Anti-Markovnikov addition will take place. We will get CH3CH2 single bond CH2Br, 1 bromopropane. Now you do its reaction with AgNO2. Then we will be getting CH3CH2CH2NO2, 1-nitropropane. So that is how we can do this conversion. That is part 3. Now moving to the next part, that is number 4. What is number 4 part? That is toluene to benzyl alcohol. Number 4, toluene to benzyl alcohol. So this is the formula for toluene, and we are converting it to benzyl alcohol. So here if we compare the reactant and product, you can see that H is substituted by OH, but there is no reaction like this where we can substitute H with OH. So what we have to do, first we have to substitute H with halogens, and then we can do the substitution, nucleophilic substitution. So what should we do? We will take this toluene. Now we will be doing its reaction with Cl2 in presence of sunlight. Please mind it, if we, in place of sunlight, if we'll do the reaction in presence of FeCl3 or AlCl3, then substitution will not take place here. Substitution will take place somewhere in the benzene ring. So that is why if we want the substitution to take place in the side chain, then we need to carry out the reaction in presence of sunlight. So here in presence of sunlight, substitution will take place in the side chain. We will get benzyl chloride. Now on reaction with aqueous KOH, you will be getting benzyl alcohol. So this is how we can do this conversion. Now moving to the next part, number 5. Number 5 is propene to propyne. propene to propyne. Now here again double bond converted to triple bond, so it means somewhere elimination has to happen. Now if we do the reaction in this way, CH3CH double bond CH2, if we do reaction with HBr, a Br will come here, H will come here, and then we carry out elimination, it will again be propene. So what we need to do, rather than adding HBr, we should add Br2. So if we add Br2, what will happen? We will get Br at both the places, double bond converted to single bond. Now you carry out its elimination twice with 2 alcoholic KOH. One Br from here, H from here. Second time Br from here, H from here. And we will be getting propyne, CH3C triple bond CH. So that is how we can do it. We can get it CH3C triple bond CH, propyne. Now moving to the sixth part, that is ethanol to ethyl fluoride. Ethanol, that is C2H5OH, and we want to convert it to ethyl fluoride, that is C2H5F. So by chance, if it was supposed to be ethyl bromide rather than ethyl fluoride, it's so easy. We can easily react it with PBr3 and we can do it. That is one option. Agar if we are supposed to prepare ethyl chloride, then too it is very easy. We can simply react it with SOCl2 and all, and we can do it. But here we are supposed to prepare fluoride, so that is why first we have to bring some other halogen and then we can do the halogen exchange, right? So what should be the steps? C2H5OH will do its reaction with the SOCl2, maybe we will get C2H5Cl, and then you will react it with AgF silver fluoride, then you will be getting C2H5F. The name of this particular reaction is Schwarz reaction. Now moving to the next part, that is number 7. It is bromomethane to propanone. Bromomethane, that is CH3Br, to propanone, that is CH3COCH3. So here you should observe that we have increased the carbon atom by 2. And we have discussed that whenever we are supposed to increase the carbon atom by 2, we can think of doing reaction with sodium acetylide. We can do this reaction. But I told you this also, that this is generally when we are supposed to bring the triple bond at terminal position. But it's okay, fine, still we need to increase the carbon by 2. So we can think of this option. Let's try it. What we can do is that CH3Br, if we do its reaction with NaC triple bond CH, then nucleophilic substitution will take place. This is one nucleophile, will be substituting this nucleophile, and we'll get CH3C triple bond CH, propyne. Now when we do its acidic hydration, that is HgSO4, H2SO4, in presence of HgSO4, H2SO4, if we do its hydration, then Markovnikov's addition will take place and we'll get the compound, that is CH3CHOH double bond CH2. OH will go to that carbon of the multiple bond where there is minimum number of carbon atom. That is why OH is going to this carbon and we got this compound. Now this will undergo tautomerization. It will undergo tautomerization like this. It will go here, it will come here, and we'll be getting the compound, that is CH3C double bond O. This pi bond shifted here, so that is why double bond O, and this proton shifted there, so it is propanone. So that is how we can convert bromomethane to propanone. Number 7. Now doing number 8. 8th part. But 1-ene to but 2-ene. But 1-ene. CH3 CH2 C double bond CH double bond CH2. This is but 1-ene, should be converted to but 2-ene, that is CH3 CH double bond CH CH3. But 2-ene, right? how can we do it? But 1-ene to be converted to but 2-ene. How can we do it? It can be done whenever we are supposed to change the position of the functional group or the double bond with the same number of carbon atom. We can always think of elimination followed by addition or addition followed by elimination, right? So here, because it's already unsaturated compound, so first we have to do addition. Let's do addition. CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2. If we add HBr to it, add HBr, then Br will come at number 2. We will get 2 bromobutane. It will be CH3, CH2, CHBr, CH3. So 2 bromobutane. Now you do its reaction with alcoholic KOH. Br from here, H from the beta carbon. And we will be getting, according to Saint-Jeff's rule, this will be the more stable product, or you can say this will be the major product. So that's how but 1-ene can be converted to but 2-ene. Now moving to number 9, part 9, what it is, that is how will you convert 1 chlorobutane to N-octane, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Br, 1 chlorobutane to N-octane, that is CH3, CH2, 6 times CH3, N-octane. How will you convert? So here you can see we have 4 carbon and we are converting it to double the carbon atoms. So it should be Wood's reaction, nothing else. So we can do Wood's reaction. What is that? That is CH3, CH2, CH2Br. We can react it with sodium metal in presence of dry ether. It will be CH3, CH2. The number of carbon atoms will exactly be doubled. 4 से 8 हो जाएगा and we are getting N-octane here. Now the last question, last part of this question, that is benzene to biphenyl. Benzene to biphenyl means this is benzene and we are converting it to biphenyl. What is this biphenyl? Biphenyl is this compound, this one, right? Now how can we do it? We are, because we are going to double the group, so that is why we can think of Wittig reaction. As in the alkyl halides we have Wood's reaction, similarly in the aryl halides we can think of Wittig reaction. So first we have to convert this to aryl halide by substitution, right? So we can do its reaction with chlorine in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. We need to do in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So we can do this reaction. It will undergo electrophilic substitution, chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene, if we react it with sodium in presence of dry ether, it will undergo Wittig reaction and we will get biphenyl like this. So this is how we can do all these conversions. Thank you.